Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. I'm trying to stream to Twitch today too. So this would be interesting to see if it works. If you're on my Twitch, let me know if you see a black screen or not. It says sending data, so I'm thinking it might have not worked. Oh, it says online. I think it maybe worked. Whatever. But I want to start doing Twitch stuff. I want to start doing video game stuff. Again, if you look at some of my older videos, I'm streaming in a lot of my older videos. So, yeah, let me actually let's go to the old Twitch myself here and see. Let's see if I see what I see. It's quiet, too quiet. Oh, it's working. Oh, okay, fresh. Okay, I have to get the link here. And I'm going to drop that on Facebook. Because I made a post on Facebook saying that I would drop the link. And I dropped the link. I think that's a good choice. What is a good choice? Twitch? Stwitch? Stwitch? What's up, Dash? How you doing tonight, my man? So I'm doing a Saturday night stream, as you guys can see, because I'm excited I got my CDs in for my album Halloween Tape 4, The Return of Kandy Offman. So we're gonna show those off here in a little bit and talk about some shiz that's been going on. Talk about Hallowicked. Talk about some other shit that's been going on. Yeah, okay. That was the right Discord, right? I don't want to be a dickhead and drop it in the wrong Discord. Boy, people get sensitive about Discords, huh? Okay. So, we are live. How's everybody doing on a Saturday night? I'm doing pretty good. Working on Christmas songs on spooky season, which, that makes sense. To be working on Christmas music during spooky season. So yeah, I'm gonna show off a couple of things and talk about a few things. I guess let's save the show off portion towards the end, seeing as the main event is sort of the title of the video or whatever is Halloween Tape. Play us some of that killer shit. D-Rock, I know you want to hear the Xmas stuff. I appreciate the encouragement, but that's gonna have to wait until Christmas season, my guy. I do like the idea of maybe previewing some music in the future, but this stuff is kind of on wraps right now. I am doing doing stuff for another project that's kind of little top secret. We're gonna not talk about that project too much, but there's a kind of a group project that I'm working on that's really exciting with a couple of homies. Specifically, Kosuke and Odious will be deeply involved with this group project that we're working on. I don't want to say the name of the project. If you've talked to us personally, you might know the name of the project or what it is we've been working on, but I'm very excited about some of the songs I've been working on for that as well. Yeah, so I'm just going to talk some shiz here. I guess we'll start with I was listening to the Shaggy and the Creep show, the Creep podcast, the Palcast, the latest episode, and they're just talking about the weed strand being available at Hallowicked. I'm going to Hallowicked, by the way, so I might talk about that a little bit later. I kind of talked about that on the other stream though, so I don't know if I really need to touch on that here, but yeah. They were talking something that caught my attention. I did see this pop up on the museum or Instagram or somewhere that Spirit Halloween is basically doing a rip-off Ringmaster mask, a very generic. I think they even titled the mask Ringmaster mask. So you know how they have these kind of generic bootleg versions of things at these Halloween shops, which is honestly some of my favorite shit at these Halloween shops are these funny names that they come up with for characters. I shared one I shared a weird one that my home, shouts out to my girl, fucking Emily, found these weird South Park ones. It was like sexy South Park, Stan and Cartman recently. That was bizarre. If you follow me on social media, you get a lot of bizarre things in my stories, though. But yeah, so basically, Tom motherfucking Wood. His design has been ripped off from this mask, and Shaggy said Tom Wood is going to be suing Spirit Halloween, maybe already suing Spirit Halloween to get the rights for this mask. I guess just take it off the shelf because I don't know if he's trying to get money. So I actually went to Spirit Halloween again looking for this damn mask. I found where the Ringmaster stuff was set up. They had a whole little like a rack, I guess you could say, of like circus stuff slash Ringmaster stuff. All of it said Ringmaster on it. But I couldn't find the mask. No spot for the mask. And a spot where a mask might be, there was some clown stickies. Instead of maybe a mask for a Ringmaster, which I thought that was interesting, that with all of this Ringmaster gear, they have a clown get up, which, you know, I think is very telling of where they're coming from. They definitely are ripping off, you know, ICP. Taking advantage of the clown popularity. Because I don't know if you guys have gone into Spirit Halloween this year, but there is mad Killer Clowns from Killer Clowns from Outer Space merch in there this year. I mean, you know, the spooky clowns is always a thing for Halloween, but this year they really seem to be pumping it pretty hard. And I think it's no coincidence that ICP is very viral right now. ICP has 2 fucking viral hits right now, if you guys are unaware. Chop Chop Slide and In My Room are both very hot on TikTok right now, and driving them up digital trending charts. So ICP is a def is in the chat. Is a def, I have your package, my guy. We're going to be showing off Is a def's fresh ass package. Thank you so much, my guy, for the package. It sat in my goddamn entranceway. I thought there were some curtains in that box because we were getting some curtains to stuff to hang in a room that we're kind of renovating. And god damn it, was this package from Is a Def. We're going to show that off here in a little bit. Thank you so much. Shouts the fuck out to Is a Def for the package, though, that we're going to be showing off here in a little bit. ICP is getting royalties, D-Rock. As a musician, I know that to get your stuff on TikTok, it's submitted through a digital distributor, if you will. Like I use DistroKid to get my stuff on streaming services. So ICP probably uses something different. Maybe they use DistroKid. Who the fudge knows? But nonetheless, ICP is getting money off of those plays, which I talked about on the last stream. ICP is definitely making cheddar off of these streams, and I think that's fresh as shit. Good for ICP for making some money. Yeah, because every TikTok that they use, they actually are using the song from the TikTok program, and that counts as from what I understand, I think even the replays of the longer TikToks maybe count as streams. I forget how long you have to play a song, have to stream a song for it to count as a stream to be logged or whatever. I think the rules might be a little weird on TikTok as far as that goes. But yeah, ICP is definitely making money on it. Don't you worry about ICP's royalties. They are making some money off of this TikTok shit right now. And shouts the fuck out to them for that. So a couple of... we're going to talk some new music and stuff, but I want to talk some old music before I get to some new music. I guess we'll go older and then we'll get newer. The other day, well, I think, yeah, yesterday was the 25th anniversary of Life is Peachy by Korn, one of my favorite fucking albums of all time. Life is Peachy is Korn's second album, if you don't know. Let's see. It was 1995 it came out. October 15th was yesterday, yeah. So October 15th, 1995, that bitch came out. I obviously didn't find Korn until a little bit later. That's not obviously. You guys don't know that. Obviously to me. But I didn't discover Korn until the Follow the Leader stuff was like... Basically, they were promoting Follow the Leader. It was about to come out, and Got the Life came out, and I had already seen Adidas, I think, at that point. I was like very intrigued by the Adidas music video and the dead body shit and the you know, them bringing them to the morgue and all that shit. You know, if you guys haven't seen the Adidas video, it's fucking awesome. Underrated music video in Korn's videography, if you will. But yeah, man, fucking love that damn album. Because Life is Peachy, you know, Life is Peachy is kind of an underrated album. You know, it's a rushed album. If you know anything about the creation of that album, they had to get an album out. That's when they're really getting in heavy, or at least John was getting heavy into the meth shit at that time. That's when he allegedly locked himself in a room to write Mr. Rogers. Yeah, just Mr. Rogers it's called, right? So there's a bunch of dark shit going on in that period. They're partying pretty damn hard. Their alcoholism is at like an all-time high. If you've seen that Korn documentary, they're basically making they're making Life is Peachy during that first Korn documentary, that straight to VHS gimmick they put out back in the day. But some ice in that boy. But yeah, really interesting to watch that footage if you guys have never seen it and you're into Korn. Another anniversary, I guess today. I think I saw this on Instagram that it was today, the 20th anniversary of Blaze Ya Dead Homies' One Less G in the Hood. So that's fresh as shit. Shouts out to Blaze. I fucking love that album. Blaze's first EP is still my favorite shit, honestly. I love that fucking EP, but One Less G in the Hood is very, very good shit as well. Almost a companion piece. And even they put, you know, the tracks from the EP on the deluxe edition. They should put out a deluxe edition of the One Less G in the Hood and have all the tracks from the EP and all the tracks from the goddamn One Less G in the Hood, both versions. Let's just throw all those boys together for a digital only version. Let's get comprehensive here. Let's do that, guys. Just throwing that out there. I think that should be done. But anyway, shouts out to Blaze. Shouts out to fucking One Less G in the Hood. Love that album. I still fuck with Blaze. Pretty fucking heavy, man. I can still bump Blaze Ya Dead Homie. I'm gonna get back into listening to Twisted at some point. I'm gonna get over my butthurtness of Outshine. It's gonna take a second, but. So I guess while we're talking some Magic Ninja and me being butthurt over Outshine, and Blaze, I guess we should talk about the Oh the Horror meets Blaze thing. This is kind of funny to me. It's the only reason I'm talking about this is it's kind of a funny fuck up thing, and in so much it reminds me of the Ouija fuck up thing that I talked about, where Ouija CDs got not Willie Nelson, what the fuck. Jerry Garcia music was on the Ouija, pretty ugly represses there. So Oh the Horror put out their Oh the Horror meets Blaze album, and apparently this is from Beneath the Dirt, by the way. I need to shout out Beneath Dirt on Instagram is where I saw this. There is a repeating track. I think he said track 7 is repeating 3 times on the album, on the digital version of the album. So that's a little fudged up. They got to fix that, obviously. I only bring that up because I think a botch is funny. Let me talk some local Vermont hip hop shit real quick. I want to shout out a couple of music videos I saw the other day. First of all, shouts out to fucking Just Bobby and Blaze Ryan and motherfucking Savvy Row up in you guys are St. Albans. Yeah, you guys are straight out the Saint, riding through the Saint. That's what Just Bobby says on Purge. So Just Bobby put out Just Bobby 2, which I believe is his second really full solo song, which it's not really a solo song because Blaze is on it, but his second drop as a solo artist, as the featured artist on that shit. And god damn it, is that music video fucking fun. Check out Just Bobby featuring Blaze Ryan, Just Bobby 2. I love that music video. Shouts out to you guys, dog. That fucking video is great. Shouts out to Savvy Row, man. I need to work with Just Bobby. We were trying to get Just Bobby on Halloween Tape 4, but I didn't end up doing the gimmick that I was doing for that. Maybe I'll talk about that a little bit more. Also, I need to shout out Shorty Bang, who put out a music video for the intro to his album, Bistifer, is it Bistifer Walken? I think is what he's calling it. Bristifer, yes, Bristifer, on some blood shit. Bristifer Walken is, I believe, what he's calling it, and it's the intro to his album, and it samples Rob Zombie, and it's, he's a big Friday the 13th fan, big Jason fan, so there's a lot of Jason imagery, and even the intro of the music video is sort of a shout out to the campfire story being told, and I believe that's the first Friday the 13th they do the campfire story being told thing. So shouts out to Shorty Bang for coming with a pretty fresh visual. Much love to Shorty. Pretty much one of the only other artists doing the horror shit in Vermont and doing it correctly, I would say. Shouts out if you are doing horror shit in Vermont, though, because I'm frankly not aware of a lot of other horror rap artists. A lot of the Vermont hip hop scene motherfuckers think I'm a big fucking weirdo. You guys, I don't know if you guys don't know that, they think I'm a real fucking big weirdo. And yeah, they're nice. They're nice enough guys to me for the most part, but they think I'm a real fucking big weirdo. Let's see. So we shouted out the music videos I wanted to talk about. Oh, all right. Let's get into Yum Yum Bedlam, up for pre-order now, and they're doing a gimmick. It's the CD is for 17, but they're doing a gimmick where they have a mystery t-shirt, and I did notice that if you click on it, it said the t-shirt is designed by Tom Wood. So I'm assuming it's maybe the Tom Wood illustration. I'm going to go ahead and speculate that it's the Tom Wood illustration of Yum Yum that they dropped not too long ago. So I think if you go back, you can find that on their Instagrams, probably on Tom Wood's Instagram, almost certainly. I would speculate that would be the design that you're going to get on the t-shirt. So yeah, if you wanted that design, maybe get that mystery t-shirt. They did say that's the only time that t-shirt's going to be offered. So yeah, get on that $42 boy if you want that. I haven't put in a pre-order yet because low-key, I'm going to be trying to save some money and get that shit from Bull Moose. Bull Moose will probably have those boys for $10 a pop upon day of release. Or I kind of speculate they might be giving out copies of Yum Yum at the door for Hallowicked. I don't know. And I could buy a copy at Hallowicked too. So I'm kind of waiting on the pre-order. I might not do the pre-order gimmick this time on that shit. But I will be pre-ordering Ouija's CD. Pretty Ugly. Does Pretty Ugly 2 have a release date? I don't know if it does. I was kind of looking for it before the stream and I didn't see it. In other Ouija Mac news, though, he is on tour. I think he was in St. Louis, Sioux Falls, last night. But I will be opening for October 27th. Ouija Mac, Gizmo, Nadas, and newly added Trey Pound in Manchester, New Hampshire. Get your tickets from me. I didn't bring those tickets in here to show off. I still have to do a stream where I show them shits off, but I have tickets for sale. $15 a pop. You get a Humble Among CD if you get your tickets from me. Please buy your tickets directly from the artist. I don't even care if you necessarily buy them from me. Buy it from fucking my homie Gino. Buy it from any of the artists that are opening for this shit, because that supports the actual artist that's opening it, and you can get a deal. You don't have to pay it for $20. It helps everybody out. But I would prefer it if you buy this shit from me. Let's see. What else does Eric have to talk about here? I guess we'll talk about the new music stuff. I hit the Ouija shit that I wanted to talk about. I'm running out of notes, so after we get through the notes, we're going to show off the stuff I have here. Which I don't have a lot of stuff, but the main thing I'm going to be showing off is this Halloween tape 4 boy. Let's tease this boy here. You see that? Yes. They came in. I really love the way they look. The physicals came out beautiful. Very excited to have them in. They are available now. In case you would like to order one, hit me up. I think the pre-order is on, I don't think it's on my Bandcamp, but hit me up directly for CD orders. $17 shipped. Halloween Tape 4. I have minty ass new copies. We're going to talk about that in a second, though. I want to talk about some other new music, though. let's see. I'll talk about City. No, we'll talk about Zach. I want to talk about Zach first. So Zach Fox is a comedian, a writer, and a rapper out of Los Angeles, and he makes some funny ass rap music. Shouts out to my man Michael, aka Then What, aka Vigo Harris, aka Torch. I'm just kidding, buddy. I'm sorry I called you that. But he's the one who put me on goddamn Zach Fox. He showed me a song called The Bean Kicked In, like 2 years ago, I think, at this point. And goddamn, that song goes hard as fuck and is funny. And that was like the first Zach Fox thing I saw. Zach Fox goes really hard with the funny bars. Check his fucking album out. His album's got a really funny name too. Let me find I put it in the notes. God damn it. Shut the fuck up talking to me. Go listen to Zach Fox's Shut the fuck up talking to me, and check out his other singles too, because all his shit's super funny. His bars are really on point. Really fucking funny shit. Shouts out to Zach Fox's. Honestly, the more I'm listening to it, might be fucking album of the year for me. At this point, I'm gonna start doing reviews, by the way, of the albums that I would declare my albums of the year as we get closer to the end of the year. I would say, because I want to start doing more album reviews, and I figure a good way to start dipping my toe into the album review waters would be to start doing the ones that I liked from this year, because I can very easily talk about them boys and girls. So so shouts out to Zach Fox. That's a really great album. Shut the fuck up talking to me, streaming everywhere. 9 songs, all songs really short and sweet, but fucking goddamn packed with fucking hilarious bars. So if you like comedy rap, really check that out. I almost certainly will be doing a video about this album and talking about certain bars that I like. Off the top of the dome, I was so broke eating oxygen sandwiches is one of my favorite lines off the album. Check his shit out, man. He's really funny. That's a fresh ass line. I love that line. City Morgue Volume 3 came out. And you know, I like it. I actually posted about how I thought City Morgue is low-key stealing the shit this year, because they dropped 2 solo albums and immediately came with Volume 3. I feel like that's a pretty fucking fire move. But I guess some weird shit backlash is happening. Odious hit me up and was like cluing me in on this shit again. Odious low-key kind of cluing me in on some shit lately. So shouts out to Odious again. He clued me on the ICP TikTok thing as well. So I guess people are calling the album mids, was how Odious put it to me. They're calling Volume 3 mid. I can't disagree with that. I can't agree with it either, but I can't disagree with it. Because towards the end of it, I definitely got a feeling that some of those songs were maybe leftovers from the solo albums that they just kind of threw on that bitch. But I'm not mad at it, because them shits go hard. I fucking still like all those songs. So I don't know what's going on with I guess Zilla might be reacting to some of these posts from what Odious was saying. Probably Zilla shouldn't do that. Zilla should probably just chill and go and shoot guns. Or Zilla seems like kind of an odd dude. He seems like he's really into like cars and shooting guns and stuff like that. I guess that's not that odd. It's all about what you're into. But yeah, shouts out to fucking City Morgue. I love that album. Almost feel I got to do a video about all 3 of their projects for the year. Great shit. Alright, there's one thing I wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, someone asked, I forget who asked me in the chat last time if I heard the Tech 9 song with Dwayne Johnson, with The Rock. And I did. I went out of my way to find that song and listen to it. I'll be honest, guys, I like some Tech 9 shit. I don't like a lot of Tech 9 shit. A lot of that fast rap stuff is fine, but there's a thing where it comes to like rapping sometimes, when someone's rapping and there's a little bit, I forget which comedian made this joke, but wow, it just started raining real heavy here. Yo, okay, hopefully we don't lose power during the stream. If we lose power, I just lost power. So the internet might go out. Yeah, but it just started raining. God damn. Anyway, So I did listen to the tech song. What was I saying? Fast rap. So sometimes there's an element when it comes to rapping in general, really. Oh yeah, I was saying there was a comedian who made this joke that there's a certain element of when someone is rapping on stage to any kind of rap where it's like a certain part of it is like, can you believe I'm doing this? You know what I that's always stuck with me, and I feel like fast rap is the epitome of like, can you believe I'm doing this? Like gimmickry of rapping. Anyway, that's just my opinion. I like I said, I do like a lot of Tech Nine shit, but I just feel like fast rap is kind of funny because of that. Because it really is like they're trying to like impress you with the blibbity blobbity bloops. And I'm a slower rapper. If you listen to my music, a lot of my shit is slower, but I do speed it up on certain songs. This song that I'm working on right now, I'm actually fucking rapping my ass off on that song. But I think the song suffers. The song's called Face Off, by the way. You guys, the Tech Nine song featuring Dwayne, was it Joey Cool and King ISO, I believe, are the other rappers. All of them did fine verses. But I think the thing that suffers, because they're all doing the blibbity bloppity bloops leading up to Dwayne's verse. And I think what ends up happening is by the time Dwayne comes on, he's trying to do the blibbity bloppity bloops, but he's still kind of slower. You know what I mean? He's not doing a full fast cadence like the rest of those guys are doing. But it's a fine verse. There's nothing wrong with it. I do question at the very end of it, Dwayne says he did it in one take. I do question that. Maybe he did that. Maybe he did it in that one take, but I don't think that's his first take. Anyway, a decent enough song. So I guess we're gonna let's show the pickups, and then I'm gonna end it off with talking about Halloween Tape 4. And then if you guys have any questions, please ask questions in the chat. I love talking to you guys. So I'm gonna start off with some of the more recent pickups I've done, and then we're gonna get into H.A.B.S fresh ass package, and then we're gonna talk about Halloween Tape 4. And yeah, I'm just gonna go through the track list thing, and kind of similar to the Wonderland video, talk a little bit about the songs and some of the behind the scenes stuff, blah blah blah. Anyway, so here's some pickups I've gotten recently. I've gotten a lot of Limp Bizkit recently. This is new old songs. This is Gold Cobra, which this isn't spoiler. This is you're gonna see this one here in a second again. I got 2 copies of goddamn Gold Cobra apparently now. Shouts out as a def, spoiler. Limp Bizkit, the unpredictable, the unquestionable truth, sorry. This is one of the ones I'm really, it's like some of these these newer Limp Bizkit boys I'm really not familiar with. So like Gold Cobra here and Unquestionable Truth, I've like straight up never heard. Like, I think I heard songs, maybe Unquestionable Truth back in the horrorcore.com days I heard. Results may vary. Like, I went Limp Bizkit crazy, you guys. But yeah, those are all Bull Moose scores. Actually, a lot of this pile is Bull Moose scores. Then I have here a copy of Childish Gambino's Awaken My Love. This is a great fucking album. Not really on the rappity rap shit. It's like some funk, almost like love-making music, man. This is a fucking dope album. Shouts out to this album, man. I love this album. Really kind of dope. Once again, love-making shit. Here's some plastic into this next one. Some of the juggalos might not like this, but I got this copy of Danny Brown's Old. I don't own Old. That's, I think, one of the only physical Danny Brown albums I do not own. Shouts out to motherfucking Darby O'Trill for the hookup. This, if you guys don't know, is the Gathering exclusive that Darby and Shaggy were offering. Shaggy the Airhead were offering. Darby had a couple left over, so he sent me one. Thank you very much for holding on to one of those, Darby. I fucking was sleeping by not grabbing that shit from you at the actual gathering. Alright, so now I'm going to show off a couple of things I ordered from DistroKid to sort of complete my collection. I'm going to show this one first because it's their first album ever, and it's one of their hardest to find releases. This is Grand Buffet's Scrooge McRock. Now, this is not on streaming. You can't find Grand Buffet on streaming. It's not on Spotify and stuff like that. I think you can find stuff on YouTube. You can definitely if you can get your dirty little hands on like SoulSeek. I highly recommend SoulSeek for you MP3 hoarders out there. If you're looking for very obscure horrorcore music and shit like that, find SoulSeek. and use that shit. It's like Napster back in the day. It's fresh as shit. Shouts out Soulseek. Shouts out me encouraging illegal downloading on the stream. But hey, what are you gonna do? You can't get some of this shit. I'm gonna do a video about Grand Buffet though, and how awesome they are and underrated they are, unsung they are. Great fucking rap group out of Pittsburgh, man. I fucking love these guys. Here's another album from them that I got off of DistroKid, Undercover Angels. Just let me show off some. I can't open this, by the way. This boy is sealed, so I'm not opening this motherfucker. That's on my OCD collector shit. I can't open that. So now you know what I have to do? I have to find another fucking copy of that motherfucker. I have to find another copy of this that's open, because I want one to play, goddammit. The reason I did I realize that was sealed? I don't know. I can't remember if I bought it, I realized it was sealed. I think it was listed as new. But you don't know what you're going to get if new means it's new, light condition, and open. Anyway, Undercover Angels. I want to show you guys, though, inside, like, some of the silliness. Jackson's drawings. Ooh, there it goes. This little drawing. I want to show you guys. You guys see that, right? Snake coming out of a dead squirrel. You guys see that, right? All right. Just wanted to point that out, that weirdness. Jackson is the lead MC of Grand Buffet, and he is a fucking weirdo, man. I love these guys. They're straight up some of my favorite rap music of all time. I'll show you guys behind the tray, these fucking goofballs. Yeah. I love these guys. They're the shit. Now, shouts out to Grand Buffet again, man. I can't stress enough how big of an influence they are on my weirdness and the way my music is and everything, man. They're the shit. Now, we're going to get to goddamn H.A.B.S package. Because this, I thought, was curtain rods. Because it even came in an Amazon package, a pseudo-Amazon package. It definitely, I think this was an Amazon package, it looks like. So that's what I thought it was. So first of all, ooh, did we just put it? Yo, I hope that didn't show up real quick. I just held up the wrong end. Hopefully I didn't dox you, fucking H.A.B.S. I've doxed myself on here a couple of times. I'm not trying to dox you though, buddy. Jesus, did I do it again? No, that's just... So, first of all, check out the size of this box this dude sent me. You can see why I maybe thought there was curtain rods in this boy. H.A.B.S, you are a madman. So, he has a bunch of CDs in here. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to save the one that blew my mind, because there's one in here that just straight up blew my wig back when I saw that was in here. Hold on a second. Yeah, that's the one I need to save for last, because that blew my wig back. First of all, I'm going to show these DVDs, because he had 2 DVDs in here. I think I definitely have American Psychos documentary. I definitely have this boy, but thank you nonetheless, my guy. H.A.B.S, send me your address, man. I got to send you a care package, a Humble Among care package. In 2012 New Year's Eve. This is the one I'm not sure if I have. I might have this one, but I think this is one I don't have. So thank you so much, man. It means a lot to me, especially as we get into some of these other ones. So first of all, he gave me Monoxide's Chainsmoker, just the disc, a little beat up, but I don't have Chainsmoker, so that's fresh. And Dirty History, just the disc, a little bit odd, but hey, I don't have Chainsmoker, so that's actually, I appreciate that. Now, I almost brought that one out. A little bit of underground hip hop history. Let's see, which volume is this? Hold on a second. So this is ABK hosted UG. I'm trying to see. It doesn't say which volume but this is UGH. Volume ? Definitely the one that ABK hosted, though. That is fresh as shit. I'm actually on a UG Underground Hustlin' volume, the one that Ritz did. Whichever volume that was, 67. I think volume 67 is got a Humble Among song on there. Uncanny Valley is on that bitch. Oh, let me show another copy of Gold Cobra. So Humble Among has 2 copies of Gold Cobra. Thank you so much, Izadef, for this package, man. I can't stress this enough. A World Upside Down by DJ Clay. This is one I don't have. I don't believe I have this, so this is fresh as shit that you gave me this, dude. Alright, this package gets more mind-blowing. I gotta make sure I do this as in the way where it gets more mind-blowing. This is one I have a question about, actually. Actually, these 2 I have a question about. Let's do it that way. Yeah, we'll do it that way. If Mindless Self-Indulgence, I believe this is the deluxe edition, too. Yeah, it has the extra DVD, so I believe this is a special edition. But it looks like you got this for 99 cents from somewhere, Izadef. So, but I still appreciate this, because I am a huge Mindless Self-Indulgence fan. That is, once again, one of my biggest influences. So I guess the thing I have a question about is this album, Tomahawk, Oddfellows. I don't know what this is. I haven't had a chance to look this up. Yeah. Does anyone know what this is? What kind of music this is? I love the cover, though. The cover is fresh as shit. There's definitely some almost occult-esque stuff. Especially on the back. Let me show you guys the back here. I really like the design on that. Curious, so this is the other one I have a question about, because there's no markings on it that I can see to let me know what this is, and so I don't know what this. Oh wait, made in CZ. I don't know what that means. That's the only marking on this. What is this? What is this? Izadef. What is this? Tell me. I don't know what it is. Am I supposed to know what it is? Am I stupid as fuck for not knowing what this is? I don't know what this is. Thank you nonetheless, though. Alright, now we're going to go... Let's see. Yeah, that's the right order. So we got 2 Twisted albums he hooked me up with. I don't think I have either of these.
Escape Plan!
What?
Dillinger Escape Plan, oh my god. Or no, Black Queen.
Oh, is that what that is?
Black Queen, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's, oh my god, I've been bumping the shit out of that.
Ah, Jessica's saying it's Dillinger Escape Plan Black Queen?
No, you misheard me.
Alright, she's screaming something from the other room. But she knows what it is, apparently. Why don't you say it in the chat, you weirdo?
Okay.
Alright, so without further interruption, the getting more mind-blowing, a sealed copy of goddamn Korn's The Nothing. This is one of the only Korn albums I don't have. Jess, you're talking to me on the stream and reacting to something that's not happening. Walk away, please. Alright. Jesus. So, this is the thing I saw in here that blew my mind. Black Queen. Yeah. Izadef says Black Queen. She's right. Golden fucking Goldies. A sealed copy of Golden fucking Goldies. Now, this blew my fucking mind, man. Blew my wig back. If you guys don't know, Golden Goldies, shouts out to the box, by the way. I hope I didn't dox you with this damn box. I might have just doxed myself again on this fucking stream. Golden Goldies is an ICP project where they got everyone involved in Psychopathic Records that they possibly could at the time. Like motherfucking like crew people, like people who have no business being on the mic, and they all did raps, and they had this fucking album made where they're all rapping about gold. They all have gold names, and it's just all the rhymes are about gold, and the rhymes, I think their rule was they had to write the rhyme in like 15 minutes, and they could only do it in the first take. If they fucked up the first take, we were talking about first takes earlier, so let's bring it back to Dwayne Johnson's alleged first take. Tomahawk is a Mike Patton project. Oh, okay, fuck yes. I fuck with Mike Patton. That's dope. Shit, that's probably fresh as shit then. Thank you, Izadef. Once again, thank you so much. But, yeah, so I think the rule was 15 minutes to write the verse, first take. You had to get that shit nailed the first take. Yeah. weird ass songs though, like, and the kind of shit that I'm obsessed with, these weird sort of comedy-esque like side project type of shits that ICP would do. So once again, man, thank you so much, Izadef. It means so much to me. Send me your address, man. I mean, I got your address. I just doxed you, I guess. I'm just gonna send you stuff to that address. Um, Jesus Christ. So now the main event. We're gonna talk about Halloween Tape 4. Oh my God. On Physical. Shouts out to Adam, by the way. Adam Sprague killing the goddamn cover. If you guys don't know, this is based off of, I think it's an Italian Halloween 4 cover, where Michael Myers is facing towards the camera and going inside of a door. Now I saw that and I'm like, that's fresh, and the police are behind him. So he's fleeing the police, right? Now I saw that and I'm like, that's fresh, but it's kind of whack. He's running away from the police. So I was like, it would be fresher if he was, turned towards the police like he's going to attack him. But I understood, you got to see his face. It's Michael Myers. If you just see the crazy hair, it doesn't really work. You can kind of see my thought process on how I thought of this cover now. Halloween Tape 4. So, once just, nice black. The CD is just the cover on the inside. And here's the back cover, which, Adam killed that shit. So we're going to talk about the songs, and who produced them, and any kind of backstory I can think of. Let's see. That was an Oklahoma Gathering giveaway. Thank you, Izadef. I knew it was available at one specific event, and I guess it was only available at the Oklahoma Gathering, right? So that was only a giveaway. It was not even sold. I think in my memory it was that it was sold. So that's even rarer than I thought if that was a giveaway. Holy crap, bro. Thank you so much, man. I can never open it though because it's sealed. I'm such a weirdo. I want to play this shit. I mean, it's honestly, I've heard the YouTube rips of it and it's not good shit, but it is, it's good shit to me. God damn, that blows my mind. Okay. So Halloween Tape 4, 10 songs. Honestly, a lot of these songs, so let me start, I guess I'll start at the beginning. The first song is Strictly Wicked, and that was produced by Kosuke. Kosuke, we hang out, he comes over, he plays me stuff he's working on, and he had this beat that he made that he pretty much presented to me on some, like, I made this for you, I want you to rap on this shit. And I heard it and immediately was like, oh, this is some old Wicked shit. That was immediately my reaction. I'm like, you got to send this to me. This is some old Wicked shit. I want to do that shit. Ah, it was a seminar exclusive. That was a seminar exclusive. Oh my God, that's extra fresh. Thank you so much, Izadef. You're the fucking man. You're the fucking man for that, man. I really, that literally blew my mind. Honestly, I should have live streamed. I didn't know what I was opening at the time. I mean, fully what I was opening at the time. Like, I wish I would have live streamed opening that motherfucker, because if you would have seen my reaction, I was so geeked. I was like, literally exclaiming. Anyway, Strictly Wicked. Kosuke produced it. And I thought it was some old Wicked shit as soon as I heard it. And I told him, send me that bitch. Send me that right now. I'm going to work on that tonight, boy. I want to work. So he went home and he sent me that, and sure enough, I worked on that, and I came out with the whole song in one sitting. That, it's only a one verse, one hook type of thing. I do the hook and I do the verse and then I repeat the hook. So it's a very simple song, but it gets the job done. And it's one of my favorites to perform live. We're gonna be doing a music video for Strictly Wicked. Low key, I was kind of shooting some stuff today. I'm gonna be shooting some other music video stuff tomorrow. Hopefully, I can get some Strictly Wicked shit in for that. Let's see, Strictly Wicked, as far as what it's about wicked shit. It's the perfect intro song for me, because I just wanted to let motherfuckers know that this is going to be pure uncut wicked shit. We're going strictly wicked on this project. I just wanted to let that be known right out the fucking gate. I wanted to give it a real witchy vibe, as my friend Raw Def likes to say. Give it a real witchy vibe right out the gate. Are you sure, Izadef? Isadef just said, "Hey, among Subway stepped up their game on sandwiches and bread." Dog, I saw a thing where I think I saw this on World Star's Instagram, or was it Awful Humans? Yeah, it might have been Awful Humans. There's a shouts out to the Instagram Awful Humans. On Awful Humans, they had a dude who worked at Subway walking on the motherfucking ingredient. He had set up the ingredients in a line on the counter, right? And he's walking with his shoes in the ingredient things, in the lettuce, in the tomato, in the lunch meats, in the cheeses, just walking onto each one of them. And man, that made me just be like, fucking, I think Subway's just donezo. But, you know, I was a Subway fan, Isadef. I really was a Subway advocate. I had the card. I was getting the points, dog. I would bring those sandwiches to work. I mean, I gotta say, like, it really upsets me that Subway went away. Doughboys has a funny joke. Shouts out to Mitch on Doughboys. Doughboys theory is the reason Subway really shat the bed is that, you know, it all went downhill once they got rid of Jared. And it's a funny joke because it's not necessarily wrong. It kind of did go downhill in quality once Jared got locked up. Shouts out to Onstead in the chat. Whoop whoop. All right, so that was Strictly Wicked. Yeah, I kind of talked some witchy shit, obviously, on there. And it also sets up the vibe of, you know, we're killing cops on this motherfucking album. So if you see the album cover, obviously I got a knife and there's motherfucking police showing up, and I'm facing them with the knife. That'll come into play a little bit more as we talk about some of the other songs. The second song is a song called POV. Now, POV, the beat for POV was a beat called Killer that my homie Michael sent to me. Then What sent to me. He's the one that made the beat. Then What on the beat. He loves being called Torch. Please call him Torch constantly. I'm sorry, Michael. I'm very sorry. But Michael sent me this beat, last year, I want to say, originally. And the beat was so wicked. I didn't use it on Halloween Tape 3. I almost used it on a couple of other projects, but I just couldn't figure out a way to approach it. I had an idea of how I wanted to talk and the kind of story I wanted to tell on the song. I just didn't know how to approach it. And sometimes I have to wait until the time is right to use it. And I felt that the time was right. I wish I could talk about some of the behind the scenes stuff of how I'm trying to make this. I'll talk a little bit about that as the album goes on. We can talk about some of that. But there's very specific sounds that I want to have in my project. So POV really fit that. The Killer, it was called. And so when I started working on the beat for Killer, I wanted to make a song called Killer. The original idea was to make a song called Killer. But then I realized, you know, I literally started the hook. The hook is what I started first. And I basically started doing this point of view thing and talking about what you're looking at. And so, you know, the song really morphed in my mind. And I've been reading this book, Men, Women, and Chainsaws, kind of it's really a collection of essays about horror movies, but really the core of it is this one essay where the idea of the final girl is really kind of brought up and invented. It's actually from the 80s, in the height of the slasher era. This book was published. So I had been reading that in the past year and a half or so. This book's honestly a little bit hard to read. It's so dense and so many footnotes and shit. It's footnotes are kind of a killer for me. Really kills the vibe of a book if you have too many footnotes. But there's some interesting shit in that book, and I pulled some really interesting information that I put into this song. The idea that these movies are often shot from the point of view of the killer and the victim, and you are supposed to feel like the killer, not the victim, and but you feel for the victim. You feel afraid for the victim. So there's some stuff that I was playing with that while writing that song. I really quickly, like I said, making the hook for that song, realized that was the direction we were going in. So yeah, that's what I did. That's a one-verser as well. Yeah, I really like that song a lot. I want to do a music video for that. I have a really cool idea for a way I think you guys can maybe figure out a way I could do a music video for that. if you were just listening to what I was talking about. Track 3 is a song called Splice. Now, Splice is the oldest song, in a weird way, from the album, because I started working on Slice last year, probably in the summertime last year. One of the first songs I started working for Halloween Tape 3, but I just couldn't break. You know what? Even before that, I was working on Splice before that, because I was drinking when I was first working on Splice. I remember being drunk when I was trying to work on Splice originally. The hook of Splice, some of the stuff in Splice is some of the last Humble Among stuff you'll ever hear, where it was created where I was in an alcoholic state. I used to get really fucking bombed out off of booze when I would record. I would get fucking drunk off of cheap vodka and Red Bull was my fucking jazz. And if I was feeling really saucy, some expensive vodka and Red Bull. But nonetheless, we don't do that anymore. And Splice is the last little piece of that. The hook of Splice is the last little piece of that, because I honestly reworked a lot of it, because the version of Splice that the first version of it was not working. It was just not. It wasn't. I didn't like the direction it was going in. So what I ended up doing is I wanted to rework it, but I couldn't figure out, once again, the way to rework it. This year I approached it again because I knew I loved that beat, and the beat really fit the sound this year even better than it would have last year anyway. So I'm like, we got to use this beat. Splice is my personal fave for sure out of your entire catalog, my dude. Thank you, Onstead. That's a big compliment. Fucking shouts out to Darby. I'm gonna talk about Darby's part here in a second, because I love what Darby did with that. Shit gets me going. Thank you very much. I'm very proud with how Splice came out. I would love to do a clip with Darby, but Darby's in Florida. Hopefully we can link up and do a clip, because I would love to do a fucking music video for that shit. Darby is the fucking man. We're gonna get to Darby's verse here in a second, though. I want to say some shit about Darby's verse. But nonetheless, so I figured out a way to rework it this year, because I really wanted to, and it actually came super easy once I sat down and really thought about it. I changed, basically the first half of the verse is still the recording, I think, is still Alcoholic Me. The second half is Sober Me. It's newer and it's Sober Me. But that first half is those actual recordings are it's the last little splice of Alcoholic Me that you'll ever get, guys. So yeah, that's worth talking about, I guess. But yeah, so Splice, the content of Splice. Splice is really about me wanting to cut pieces off of people and sort of Frankenstein, make a friend, make a lover, make a community, if you will, make a household. If you're listening to what I'm talking about a household that I'm creating in Splice. Sick of your bitching in the kitchen. Anyway, so yeah, and there is some sexual overtones in Splice, and there's no other way to say it. Darby went fucking nuts with that shit. Darby took that ball and ran with it, and I was geeking the fuck out when I heard Darby's verse. When I got that back and I loaded it in and I played that shit, I was fucking geeking, man. Shouts out to Darby O'Trill. Darby, so when I finished the first verse for Splice, there's a whole big long second verse, and I wanted to do a bunch of one verse songs for this project, but that second verse, I couldn't shake the feeling that someone needs to be on that second verse, and Darby was my first thought for a long time. I had been thinking about putting Darby on that song. Honestly, I've been thinking about putting Darby on that song since I got the beat low key. I had been thinking Darby would sound fucking excellent on this, because I'm a fan of Darby's music. So when I hit him up and he was down to do it, I was very psyched that he was down to do it. He pretty fucking quick turnaround too. Shouts out to Darby for the quick turnaround. I think he felt like he was being slow and dragging his feet on the shit, but no, homie, you did a great job. His communication was excellent. One of the best experiences I've had with an artist, getting a feature from an artist. yeah, man, Darby's the fucking man. I really appreciate him getting on the song with me and killing that shit. And doing more bars than he really even had to do, because I believe he did something like 20 bars for this shit. He only had to do 16. I told him, like, you don't even have to do that little bridge part if you don't want. He nailed that fucking bridge part, no problem. He's like, no, we're doing the whole thing. And so, there's a couple of stuff in Darby, the line where he talks about, the plastic, replacing the fingers with the plastic. That shit fucking every time makes me go crazy, dude. Jesus Christ, I wish I would have made some notes of some more of the lyrics that Darby spit in that shit, because there's a couple of spots. The humble among us hurting humans part is really fresh. Oh, let's talk about the ending, because Darby, I didn't even tell Darby to do this, and he did that shit anyway. Darby ended it with time to cut down some blue lives, Splice. And then we go into the hook again, and that's how we... Oh yeah, I should talk about who produced Splice, by the way. Jesus Christ. Splice is produced by motherfucking Devereaux. Splice is one of... Let's see, the first time I got beats from Devereaux, I got 3 beats from him. And Splice is the last of those 3 beats. I believe the first 3 beats I got ever from Devereaux were Bah Humbug, my song from Christmas Tape 1, Bleed, from last year's Halloween Tape 3, and this one, which is on Halloween Tape 4. So the original pack that I got from Devereaux has finally been used. I have some other Devereaux beats in the stash that I really need to work on. Yeah, got some shit in the tuck from Devereaux. So yeah, that's fucked up that I forgot to mention fucking Devereaux produced that shit. Love Devereaux's production. I'm a huge fan of Devereaux as well. So that was another reason I felt like I had to get Darby on that shit, because, you know, Darby and Dev are basically hand in hand at this point. That they go together. So that was a really fucking... I mean, I just love the way that song came out. So, like I was saying, Darby saying, time to cut down the blue lives. Oh, whoop whoop from southeastern Michigan. Alric in the chat. Whoop whoop, my guy. Hope everybody's having a great night. Shit, we're almost at an hour. All right, we're gonna just talk about the rest of these songs then. Hope you guys don't mind me fart sniffing so much on this bitch and talking about my own shit, but that's the point of this bitch. I'm trying to give you guys some insight on the creative process and what I'm thinking with the way I'm presenting some of these songs. I hope it's interesting, because I'm trying to go a little deeper this time than I went with the Wonderland one. So Sirens is song 4. Sirens is also produced by Devereaux. Sirens is an interesting song with the way it was structured, and was kind of intimidating, because there's 4 verses on Sirens, and I almost did a version of it where it was 2 verses. But then, okay, I'm gonna spill the beans on this. I do pronounce, okay, that's fresh. I pronounce Alric's name correctly. That's fresh. Okay. Good to know, actually. So Sirens, so I had the first 2 verses done, and I was gonna basically just cut it, but the way the bridge goes, it's like it felt like such a disservice to the song if I would have cut it at the bridge. So I basically did this weird bridge. If you listen to it, it's sort of like voices in my head telling me to keep going. If you listen to the song, so there's that. I think I referenced in one of my other streams some of these weird little things, these Easter eggs that I put in that song. That's one of them. I'll just go ahead and that's almost an Easter egg to myself. You guys wouldn't know that was in there, and that's the reason that's in there. But that's sort of like a secret extra meaning to why that's in there, that weird little bridge. I appreciate you too, man. Thank you for always tuning in, Alric. You definitely, I always see you up in here. So I appreciate you watching and engaging. The engagement is what I really appreciate. Oh yeah, speaking of engagement, hit that like button if you haven't hit it already. Share this shit. Tell people about this shit. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't hit that already. Like, why are you slipping on that? Did we get to 666 yet? I know we were 664, 663, 664 the other day. We might be at 666 now. Boy, that's fresh. Let me check, actually. If your number's 666, I got to do something special for you, right? Where are we at? Beep, beep. Where's my channel? There's my channel. Oh, I lost subscribers, guys. I asked for subscribers on fucking Facebook the other day, and I lost subscribers. We're at 661. So let's get this shit to 666. That would be fresh. So Sirens continues, and I did a third verse. And actually, when the hook comes back, if you listen, let's see. I think that's it's the middle point of the song, so it's before the third verse. If you listen to the hook, I switch up the hook, and the hook itself is inversed, if you will. So that's sort of a clue that the song changed a little bit. Something changed in the song, if you will. So if you listen to that, you can maybe pick up on some of the other Easter eggs, because there's a first half and there's a second half to that fucking song. So the vibes change a little bit and the song continues. I did a third verse and I'm like, all right, I did 3 verses, but there's this 4th verse. So I bring the hook back to sort of hide the fact that I bring the original hook back to hide the fact that I even did that switch up for the third hook, or the hook before the third verse. So then we close it out with this 4th verse that is really just leading in to the 5th song, Cop Killers. And by the way, the way the math worked out with having this 4th verse, I'm really glad that I did that, because the math worked out to, once again, I have 17 verses on this album. So I have to shout that out if you're on some numerology shit. It's a personal thing that I really like having a project with 17 verses from myself. And, just from myself, I like to have 17 on there, on some numerology shit. 17, a very magical number, a very special number for me. It's my sobriety date. When I got sober, I saw 17 everywhere. I still see 17 everywhere. It's a very special number for me. If you want on some real shit, if you guys want to know about why I'm obsessed with the number 17. It's not just on some fucking fanboy, I like Ouija Mag shit, okay? I like Ouija Mag shit, but it's on some other shit. It's on some deeper shit for me. So Cop Killers. Cop Killers has an interesting story behind it. Odious really wanted to be on Halloween Tape 4. He straight up told me he really wanted to be on Halloween Tape 4. Kosuke played me this song, Cop Killers, that he had done with Odious, and it was this fucking weird little song. And I'm like, bro, this fits in like a glove to this project. So Kosuke let me jump on the last verse of that shit, and he let me throw it on here. So once again, this is produced by Kosuke. There's a very fresh-ass sample that I don't want to say what the sample is, but if you guys are into weird sci-fi shit, weird horror shit, you should know what that sample is on Cop Killers. As soon as I heard that shit, that's some old Wicked shit as well. So shouts out to Kosuke for lacing that beat, man. Those are the 2 Kosuke production piece of production. What the fuck am I trying to say? 2 Kosuke beats that are on the damn album. But not the last time that he will appear on the album. So basically, this is on some old Cop Killer shit. The verses are very small. They're very, like, I think they're 8-bar verses is what we did. But they're very quick verses. Almost on some punk rock shit. Like, let's just, like, play through this shit. I love what these boys did on this shit. Yo, shouts out to my motherfucking homies. Kosuke and Odious, my fucking dogs. These are some of my, honestly, my best friends in music are these 2 motherfuckers, man. And we're going to make some dope shit for you guys. I'm really excited about what we're about to start making. And Cop Killers is a good preview of some of the shit that we're about to be bringing you guys. So I had a lot of fun on Cop Killers. Once again, I think every song, I don't know if I've even said this, every song has a reference to killing police officers on this shit. I really went nuts with the concept that this is like a... Because every Halloween tape kind of low-key has a theme. The theme this year was killing police officers, 100%. So the next song, song 6, is All Day, produced by my man Bad Mind. Bankard Beats was actually, I believe this was a Bankard Beats production when I purchased it. So yeah, but I like to say Bad Mind because that's how I discovered motherfucker is, I like his name Bad Mind because that's his horrorcore alias, and that's how I discovered him. To me, he's a fucking horrorcore legend. produced some great fucking Alazulu songs. I first became aware of him because he was producing Bedlam shit back in the day. And his own music, honestly. Like, he was a fucking presence on the horrorcore.com forums. So, you know, I've been fucking with him. He produced all of, how I started working with Bad Mind is he produced all of Halloween Tape 2. I wanted to do a throwback horrorcore album. That was the theme for Halloween Tape 2. And I think I nailed that bitch. That's very much a throwback horrorcore album. Go check out Halloween Tape 2 if you want some, like, more older school, like, horrorcore flavor. Especially with the beats and everything. Like, that was the goal. I went with that. Halloween Tape 3, I'll even break it down further. Halloween Tape 3 is more of a new school, like, rap sound. I wanted to do something a little bit different, a little bit more new school rap sound. So that's what that is. This is something different. This is giving you a little taste of the Kandy, if you will. This is the return of Kandy Offman. This is almost a new, I'll go ahead and say, this is a new trilogy, if you will, for the Halloween Tape series. This is the beginning of a new trilogy. It's called The Return of Kandy Offman, but really it's the beginning of something. And so as this album progresses, we're at the halfway point. We're going into track 6. The songs start to change. The sounds start to morph a little bit. The songs get weirder as this album goes on, if you're listening to the way the music is produced. The way I sequenced it, at least. So All Day is, you know, a very much, you know, straightforward song about smoking weed and being crazy. I get on some deep shit with how I think some people abuse the plant, and maybe smoke too much marijuana. I smoke a lot of ganja, I'll be straight up, but some people smoke even more, and I think abuse it and never get anything done. I straight up say that. Yeah, there is, in a way, this is, you know, I'm taking the idea of a Reefer Madness type song, and I'm turning it on its head, but I'm kind of admitting that there is some truth to the shit. Kosuke's verse is fucking killer. Kosuke killed his verse. This is one of the first songs we recorded. I recorded this, honestly, this was going to be on an early version of Wonderland. This was a song I recorded early on in the Wonderland sessions when I really got serious and sat down. This is before, though, I really knew what I wanted Wonderland to be. I kind of wanted to make a trippy horrorcore album, was how I started with Wonderland. And so I was swearing on this song, and it didn't really fit in. And for a while, I didn't think that this song was going to be on Halloween Tape 4. I didn't feel like it fit in anywhere. But then I re-listened to it, and the shit was, like, perfect. It really fit in fucking perfectly. And I was like, I even told Kosuke, like, yo, I don't know if this song is going to work. I don't know if it fits in here. But then I, like, was going through the songs and trying to listen to stuff for sequencing and, like, listening to stuff that I knew wasn't going to be on the album, because I recorded more songs that weren't on the album. But I was like, what the fuck am I thinking? This is perfectly, it fits in to the theme. And I was like, yeah, we got to do this. So Kosuke re-recorded his verse because he was, he got, he's got this new mic. Shouts out to the SM7B. He wanted to record on my SM7B. So yeah, he re-recorded his verse for Cop Killers and All Day. I think 2 days back to back, or did we do those all in the same day? Regardless, we basically did them in the same day. It was either the same day or 2 days apart. So yeah, All Day is basically on some smoking ganja shit. Some, like, we smoke ganja, but we smoke it for the right reason. God damn it. Anyway, but also kind of like on some smoke. I've always wanted to do a song called Smoked Out, Loked Out. So when I heard this beat from Bad Mind, I really gravitated towards it, and I bought it immediately. I think this was one of the ones he listed on his Facebook beat page. Where can I buy your CD? You can buy it directly from me. If you go down into the comment section, send me $17 into that PayPal gimmick. I will send you, make sure you include your address. I will send you a copy of a CD, of the CD, of Halloween Tape 4. The CD. If this is the one you're talking about, my guy. If you're looking for any of the other CDs, I'm doing them for $10 a piece, though. So let me know what you want, man. I'm on the stream right now. Let me know what you want. I'll let you know what I got. I don't have any copies of Xmas Tape 2 or Valentine Tape. I have not pressed physical copies of those. I have copies of everything else. I even have copies of Halloween Tape 1, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be doing very special bundles. Because I think I have like 3, 4, 5 more copies of Halloween Tape 1. So I'm going to be doing some very, very special bundles where you can get all the Halloween Tape 4s in one bundle. This isn't going to ever happen again. I'm not ever repressing Halloween Tape 1. I'm not happy with the quality of my music from those days, but I'm not going to hide it. It's not on streaming because there's some sample issues that I don't want to be involved with. I straight up, I'll just go ahead and say it. The first song, Return of ... is I'm rapping over the track for Return of the Living Dead, like the track, like from the soundtrack. It's not a sample. It's not a produced track. It's the fucking whole track. It's the whole music track with the beat and everything, because I've always thought that thing should have been rapped over, and so I just fucking did that shit. But yeah, so that's why I can't put Halloween Tape 1, or I don't want to put Halloween Tape 1 on anything, because I don't want any trouble with that shit. And honestly, it's so old at this point, I'm not happy with some of the quality of it. But I have copies left, and so if people want that shit, I'm going to be doing very special bundles. So if you guys are interested, let me know. I should really make a posting about this stuff, huh? I'm the worst at posting my own merch shit, guys. That's why I'm doing this video, honestly, because I wanted to talk about my shit and kind of figure out a creative way to promote my stuff and talk about my stuff, rather than just being like, buy my shit. I wanted to do something where you can get some background stuff. So yeah, boy, that got off on a fucking tangent. But that's what we're here for, right? Track 7 is a song called Meat Grinder. Meat Grinder is a beat also produced by Bad Mind, but with other co-production, if you will, from Crossworm. Crossworm and Bad Mind did 10 beats, where they produced together and they put them up for sale for horrorcore artists to basically buy them. I got in on that a little bit late. I fucked up and realized that they had put that shit up there a little bit later than, or a little bit earlier than I thought. I thought that shit was going on later. So yeah, that was kind of a shame that I couldn't get more, but I got some scraps, and one of those scraps was this beat called Meat Grinder. I straight up called it what it was called when I bought it, because it does feel like a goddamn meat grinder. So Meat Grinder is one of the first songs when I sat down this year to start doing batches of horrorcore songs. This was one of the first ones I sat down, and it just fell right out of me. I think in the same night I did Meat Grinder, I did another song, like almost completely. I don't think it was Tempered, but it was another song on this album. Maybe it was a song that's not on this album, actually, because there's a couple that aren't on here that I worked on quite a bit. But nonetheless, I did Meat Grinder basically in the same night as another song. Jeez, that's going to kind of bug me. Was it Sirens? It might have been Sirens. I did a big chunk of Sirens in the same night that I did Meat Grinder. Yeah, I think that was it. I think I did a big chunk of Sirens the same night I did Meat Grinder. That is it, because I wanted to get some of the... Okay, anyway. So Meat Grinder really just fell out of me. I came up with the hook really naturally. The hook was very easy. It's just a chant, basically, where I switch it up a couple of different ways of, fall into the meat grinder, walk into the meat grinder, blah, 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 blah. A couple of different change-ups. But I wanted to do this sort of artistic, the idea of the Andy Warhol meat grinder. You kind of put everything into one, and you make something new of it. I feel like that's very much low-key. Andy Warhol kind of low-key has an influence on my art. I do reference weird pop culture things, and it kind of comes out in odd ways, sort of like a meat grinder. So I really wanted to use that concept and do a horrorcore song where it's like a metaphorical meat grinder of art and, dead bodies. And so that's some behind the scenes of what I'm talking about on Meat Grinder. I'm talking about an artistic meat grinder, if you will. Not much else to say about that. There's a fun sample I threw in at the end of that I found from a Halloween CD, Halloween sound effects CD of an actual, I believe it was called Sausage Machine is the track. If you hear the weird noises and squeals and shit as Meat Grinder grinds to a halt at the end, that's from a Halloween sound effects CD. Shouts out to the engineer who put that together. I don't know your name. I stole your music. Hopefully that doesn't get me in trouble someday, but here I am freely admitting it, huh? What a weirdo. So, let's see, that's track 7. So track 8, produced by my man, Young H.A.B.S, a.k.a. Got, or Goat. I'm not sure how you say that, H.A.B.S. H.A.B.S is an artist that my fucking man Michael started making music videos for, and I immediately loved his music. His music is fresh as shit. And so we've been kind of flirting with the idea of working with each other for a while. He, I guess a month and a half ago or so, was, hawking some beats, saying he was trying to sell some beats. I'm like, yo, let's work. What do you got that sounds like some industrial new metal shit? Because that's low-key the kind of vibes that I'm trying to get on. And he's like, I got nothing. I'm like, oh, okay, shit, dog. Well, if you ever have some shit that's like some wicked shit or some fucking industrial sounding shit, let me know. He hit me back like an hour later. He's like, actually, I got this one beat. And he sent that to me. And I immediately started working on it. I'm like, yeah, this shit's fire. How much you want for it? We made that transaction. And I started working on a wave of it. Shouts out to the producers that send waves, by the way. I shouldn't talk about that. Shouts out to the producers who send waves, though. I really appreciate you guys. That's what you should do. You should send waves, goddammit. We won't go into that. I have feelings that I have about that. There are strong feelings, but we won't go into it. Candles, though, is a song I wanted to really do something that had a very flickery vibe, a very Halloweeny vibe. I really love the visual of a jack-o'-lantern flickering in the night, the idea of an old school candle that's sort of giving you that flickery light through the eye holes. So I wanted to do something with that. But I also wanted to play with the idea of being illuminated and, putting a light, literally, in putting an idea in your head, putting knowledge in your head, in your brainless fucking head of yours. And so, there's a lot of that in the hook. That's what the whole hook is describing. Me hollowing out that skull of yours and putting a goddamn candle in it, lighting your fucking skull up for you. So that's what Candles is really about. Me lighting your fucking brainless skull up for you. But also, so metaphorically, I'm doing that by carving your melon out and putting a candle in it. But that's the metaphor. That's the surface level. But if you want to get to the deeper meaning, I'm putting knowledge in your brain, bro, on some conscious rap shit, bro. So that's Candles, some wicked shit. I love Candles a lot. It's one of my favorite songs. I'm hoping that I can perform that song soon because I think that song would go off really fun live. As far as songs I want to perform, Strictly Wicked is really fun. I want to do POV live. Sirens is going to be hard to do. Cop Kills is going to be hard to do because I need Kosuke and Odious with me, and Odious is the middle verse. So All Day we've already done live. All Day was fun to do live. Meat Grinder I want to do live too. Shit. Yeah, honestly, I want to do all these songs live that I can. This would be all these songs would be fun to do live. Candles, especially, though, feels fun. I want to do a gimmick where I maybe hand out candles while I perform live. I think that would be fun. That might be fun to do on some music video shit. Actually, I need to save that idea. That might be fun to do. So the ninth song, the second song produced by my man Michael, Then What? Among Us. Among Us is another song that I've had in the tuck for about the same amount of time as I had Killer, aka POV, in the cut. So Among Us is what he called it when he sent it to me. I like to do a thing where I use as close as possible, if not the title of the song. If you're a producer who gives me a title, Devereaux sends his beats, Humble 1, Humble 2, Humble 3. And that's how Shaggy the Airhead sends his beats to me. Oh shit. Yeah. Anyway. Fuck. I'm working with Shaggy the Airhead on a project. Alright guys, I fucking accidentally dropped it. I'm working with Shaggy the Airhead on a project. I was trying to keep that under wraps. I'm fucking working with Shaggy the Airhead on a fucking project, okay? Okay, fucking A. So Among Us is produced by Then What? My man. Produced all of goddamn Wonderland. Produced all of Xmas Tape 2. A big reason Xmas Tape 1 even happened is because of Michael's production. Michael has every other song on, except for the last song on Christmas Tape 1 is Michael. Valentine Tape, all Michael. All Then What? So Michael is, he's really helped shape my sound. Helped mold me into what I am now. And going forward, you're going to hear a lot more of Michael's production because boy is that a fat ass folder we got full of fucking Michael beats. So Among Us is one that has been, a little intimidating. I've been wanting to rap over it for a bit. I I think I maybe have demo versions of other versions of Among Us that I called other things, but none of them hit. I don't think I got very far into the demo processes of any of those other versions. And I keep retrying songs. If I like the beat enough, I'll keep retrying songs until I get that shit right, because I think that's something worth doing. I think a lot of artists maybe abandon songs if they feel like they didn't get it right the first time. Something I learned from ICP though is, you keep doing it. There's different versions of ICP songs over the same beat, different versions of MF Doom songs even over the same beat. You can reuse a beat in different ways and come up with fresh shit. So Among Us is, on some like I'm collecting souls shit inside me. That's a reoccurring theme on some of these Halloween tapes. This whole I'm collecting souls thing, and like the idea that there's a bunch of things inside of me. That's sort of what Humble Among is, and low key, is that the idea that I can be humble among anything, and that Among Us is obviously using the Among from my rap name, and a little bit of a shout out to that video game. I obviously want to fuck up Google and have Among Us maybe show up when motherfuckers are searching for that game. So yeah, it's another one verser. Oh wait, no, there is two verses. I think for a while Among Us was going to be a one verser, but I figured out a way to do a second verse for Among Us, so that is a 2-verse song. Yeah, shouts out to Michael. There's not much more to say about the song. It's a split personality song in a way. It's about personalities in general, about having different versions of yourself within yourself. It's about alternate realities and the idea that maybe different versions of yourself can be pulled from alternate realities and brought into this version of yourself. If we're getting onto some really trippy, weird 4D shit. But yeah, those are some of the meanings of Among Us. So the last song, Tempered, goddamn fan favorite it seems. A lot of people love Tempered. Tempered is another one produced by Bad Mind and Crossworm. Like I said, I got 2 beats from those 10 beats that they put up. From what Bad Mind told me, these 2 songs are... there's only one other song that he has heard from that batch of 10 that all got sold. All those beats got sold. Only 3 of them have made the light of day. So 2 of my songs, the 2 that I've purchased, have made the light of day, and only one other one has made the light of day. So just shows, it goes to show you how much rappers hoard beats. I guess maybe you can actually hear from the way I'm talking about some of these songs that, I was hoarding a lot of these beats for a little bit. It's weird that we do that as rappers. That's something I should talk about more at some point. I don't know why I do that, but I definitely am. I guess I know why I do that, because I'm saving sounds for certain things. So I definitely am collecting sounds in a way. With I can't use that yet because I want it to be on this because it sounds like this. Anyway, so Tempered is pure Kandy Offman. As this album goes further on down the line, you're getting more Kandy Offman. You're getting more flavors of Kandy. Tempered is maybe the most uncut Kandy Offman that you get on this album. And that's why it's the last song, because it's the most... I felt it's the most uncut Kandy that you're gonna get. Kandy, once again, is not my rap alias. I don't have a fucking corny ass rap alias. The rap name's Humble Among. Don't get that shit twisted. Kandy Offman's my slasher alias. Okay, it's not on some rap shit. That's some slasher shit. Okay, so don't be thinking that's some fucking... I'm not doing some Slim Shady shit. Kandy Offman's my fucking slasher alias. If I was a fucking slasher in a horror movie, it would be Kandy Offman. So that's the idea that we're going with. That's the story. I'm sticking with it for now until I change it. But Tempered is, Tempered is about a lot of my mental health journey that I've been on, about 1.5 years now, about, my anger and working on my anger, working on myself so that I don't, when you temper something, there's 2 different ways you can temper something. You can temper something to fall apart, or you can temper something to be stronger. And so I play with both of these ideas in Tempered. Tempered is me, it's you asking the question, am I tempered to fall apart, or am I tempered to be strong and hold my shit together? So I'm playing with both of those ideas throughout Tempered, and I'm going back and forth if you're listening to how I'm talking about things, and I'm talking about my mental state. Yeah, so that's some behind the scenes shit. I don't know what else to say about tempered other than that. Um, there's the obvious idea that you can temper steel, you can temper your weapons if you will. So I definitely am talking about tempering my weapons, my mental weapons. During COVID, a lot of times during COVID when I was getting sober, I would reference my time off from COVID as I was sharpening my swords. So this is a reference to being to me sharpening my swords, if you will, to me tempering my steel. Shouts the fuck out to Kill Bill. I was rewatching Kill Bill and definitely thinking a lot about Hattori Hanzo's blades in a certain way while working on this song. So shouts out to Hattori Hanzo. There's nothing better than Hanzo steel, as you know. Yeah, I think I'm coming to the end of this stream, guys. We're at almost an hour and a half for a stream that I was questioning I had an half hour for. So that's Halloween Tape 4. The Return of Kandy Offman is on all streaming services now. You can go listen to it on your Spotify's, your iTunes, all that shit. Give me reviews, I guess, on Apple iTunes if you guys use that. I don't have a lot of listeners on Apple iTunes, so if you do listen on there, give me a review. It helps me. Hit that like, thumbs up gimmick on this shit. Hit the subscribe button. Yeah. Cop some merch, man. Cop this boy. $17. I'm gonna ship it to you. $10 for an additional CD if you want some other shit. I'm gonna put together some Halloween merch packs because we got to get rid of these Halloween Tape 1 CDs one way or the other. You can temper chocolate. Wow. You can temper anything, I guess, huh? I guess that makes sense you can temper chocolate because it kind of needs to be tempered so it doesn't melt, eh? Interesting. Is that like the chocolate powdery gimmick? Like when you get chocolate and it has that like powder gimmick on it, Ulrich? Is that tempering chocolate? Is it the Coke dust, the sugar dust that you guys put on that shit? Anyway. Follow me, Humble Among, on all gimmicks, listen to my shit on all streaming gimmicks, all social media gimmicks. That's what the word I'm looking for. Follow me on all social media gimmicks, on your Facebooks, on your Instagrams, on your TikToks, on your, all your gimmicks. Halloween Tape 4 out. I've already promoted that. What am I doing? Wonderland out now as well. Go listen to my album from only like 2 months back. I released another album called Wonderland. It's a psychedelic, wicked shit album. I promoted it as a kid's album at the time because I don't swear on it. I don't know if that was the smartest move because I think people got it twisted and thought this shit was soft. But this shit is not soft. That shit is wicked shit. Chocolate bars get melted down into a mountain and go into a tempering unit which heats it up and then cools it down a few times until it reaches a certain temperature so it covers candy just right. Bro, that is fucking fascinating. Ulrich, where are you at that you work in a chocolate factory, like literally, bro? Like that's fucking fresh as shit to me, especially because my name's Kandy Offman. Ulrich, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the chase. Can you get me in your candy factory for a music video shoot? Is that a possibility? If no, that's totally fine. But I have to ask. Sanders chocolate. Hell yeah. Michigan's not that far away. I'm gonna be in Michigan for Halloween. Maybe. Don't even ask. Don't get yourself in trouble. I'm just thinking meat grinder. I need a factory environment for meat grinder, and I don't know if you know about you guys know about Jeffrey Dahmer? You guys have heard of Jeffrey Dahmer, I'm sure. Jeffrey Dahmer, in his day job, is he worked in a chocolate factory. He made like Easter bunnies, chocolate Easter bunnies, and there's this rumor. Now I don't think it's ever been confirmed, but it's always been like a true crime rumor that Jeffrey Dahmer would put blood and weird stuff in the chocolate mix, and that obviously that stuff went to children, and children ate this really blood chocolate or whatever, the semen chocolate or whatever this sick fuck maybe put in the chocolate mix. Now that's always been a rumor. I've always been kind of fascinated by that rumor though. And I think maybe some subtle imagery would be dope. Anyway, we can talk about that off a stream. Oh yeah, I was promoting shit. I think we promoted everything though. We don't need to keep promoting shit. I mean, I can stay on here and promote shit for another fucking half hour if you guys just want to hear the promotion stream. This is kind of what that is, right? It's the promotion stream. We did some other shit, but it really is just a promotion stream. All right, we're gonna call it a night. I'm gonna go watch Halloween Kills. Shouts out to you guys that appreciate horror movies, you know, especially in the spooky season. Shouts out to Mr. Rotten Treats. I was out in the world rocking the Mr. Rotten Treats today. I met a juggalo that I used to know back in the day in the parking lot of Bull Moose. Shouts out to Chris. It was Chris Parker. Shouts out to Chris Parker. Nice meeting you again, Chris Parker. Used to be friends with me and my homie Andy. Him and my homie Andy used to be really tight in high school, and hung out with Chris a few times back in high school, you know, on some jug shit, you know, back in the day. So that was fresh to run into a juggalo. I ran into another juggalo in the supermarket, though. There was a girl with a Hatchet Man mask that saw my Mr. Rotten Treats shirt. I didn't see her Hatchet Man mask at first, but she whooped at me when I went to go grab something, and I was like looking around. I'm like, did someone just whoop? And sure enough, she's like, nice shirt, and I was like, oh, and I saw her mask. I'm like, oh, I thought I heard that infamous mating call, if you will. Yeah, that was. It's always fresh. I posted this on Twitter earlier. It's always fresh running into juggalos in the wild, in the real world. I love that. So shouts out to you guys saying hello to me. There was another random person. I don't know if she was a jug in the produce aisle. Said nice shirt to me. That's what I wanted to reference. But yeah, this shirt always gets interesting pops. Because of the back. There's really funny stuff on the back. The menu, if you guys don't know, look up the back of the Rotten Treats shirt. One of them's still for sale, by the way, if you go to the Psychopathic Records merch site. They do have Halloween merch up. Well, we've never done that, but the tip of my finger got amputated by accident when they were cleaning one of the machines on the line when it was down. Oh my God, Ulrich. That's fucking horrible, my guy. My dad got maimed by a machine once. Did your finger get put back on? Did you get your finger back? I have to know. Did your finger go in the chocolate? It says you were cleaning it, so I'm assuming you got your finger back. But boy, that's fucking awful, man. My dad got his hand maimed horribly in a machine accident at his job. So I feel for you, man. That's not fun to get your hands caught in a damn machine like that. One of my nightmares, honestly. Got to the hospital, so my last hand I have. Wow. Damn, bro. That's crazy, man. Shouts out the motherfuckers that be risking their fucking selves in the goddamn corporate industries, man. That's talk about a meat grinder. Jesus friggin' Christ. All due respect, Ulrich. Jesus Christ, man. Wow, that's to the next day. Fuck. And I'm assuming that's way too long. That's way too long. Jesus Christ, man. Well, R.I.P. to your tip, Ulrich. Pause. You're not John Wayne Bobbitt. Let's look at the positive here. You didn't lose that tip. You know what I mean? Well, I guess Bobbitt got it back, but you really want a Frankenstein Wang? I know, like Splice, you know, Splice. We were talking about some Frankenstein shit, but do you really want a Frankenstein Wang? And wasn't I getting off this stream? What are we doing here? All right, everybody, have a great fucking Saturday. I'm gonna go watch Halloween Kills. I didn't watch it last night because I was too into my Christmas fucking bag, but I think I'm thinking more in the Halloween bag today. I'm feeling more Halloweeny. It's really weird that I'm like doing Christmas songs and Halloween shit. But anyway, thank you everybody for watching. Everybody who watches live and engages in the chat and watches after the fact. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Halloween Tape 4 out now. I have CDs. That's the point of this video. 17 bucks shipped. Hit me up for them shits. I will send one out to you. $10 for any of the other CDs. And we're going to be doing some Halloween bundles. Yeah. Okay. I got to take pictures of that shit tomorrow. I got to shoot music videos tomorrow. Oh my God. I'm a busy beaver as always. Everybody have a good night. Whoop whoop. I love you so much.